it's Nancy Guberti, and today I want to talk to you about leg cramps. And 60% more of the time they happen in the summer because of several different factors. Now, if you do have health conditions, which I want to go over with you, then you may be more vulnerable. But there are certain products that I want to share with you today that you could pick up that can help you alleviate or avoid getting leg cramps this summertime. So first, start off your day squatting and really stretching out your tendons and muscles, because our ancestors, they moved a lot more than us, and they tend not to have as many leg cramps as we do documented. So it's our lifestyle. You want to do some restorative yoga, you want to do some walking, but you want to do some warm up to get the muscles and the tendons already stretched out before you go outdoors to play golf, tennis, walk, jog, whatever the case may be. Get into a lifestyle of getting your body moving and stretched out. That's one. The second thing is, if you have health conditions such as diabetes or hypertension or arthritis, even depression, respiratory issues, all make you more vulnerable to getting leg cramping. And if you're pregnant as well, there's a lot going on when your body is under construction. So you want to really listen to what you can do to alleviate these painful things. If you are on medications such as statins or anything to lower blood pressure, diuretics, or even asthma medication or hormone medications, identical hormones, anything with estrogen, they can increase the likelihood of leg cramping. So really check when this leg cramping happens, and if you have a health condition, these underlying ones, or if you're taking any medication. But in addition, we need to look at your vitamin D levels, your B vitamins, your magnesium, and your potassium, because if they are imbalanced or depleted or even too high, leg cramping can be an outcome that you don't want. If you have hypothyroidism, then the body is producing too little of this thyroid hormone, and over time, this deficiency can damage the nerves in your body and send signals from your brain to the spine. Remember, we're all one. And it also sends information to your arms and legs. And therefore, you can actually have a higher risk of leg cramps because your thyroid either is underactive or there is an imbalance of the thyroid hormone. So when you get your blood testing, always ask for these markers. Your diet definitely needs to be balanced, because if you're eating too much potassium or too little magnesium, you can get leg cramps. Isn't that great? The bright side is foods that are higher in magnesium and potassium usually are the same foods. So your green leafy vegetables, your spinach, your Swiss chard, and then we go to sweet potatoes and avocados and beans, white beans, black beans. They all have great levels of potassium and magnesium. Most people will say, oh, go for a banana, but bananas are high glycemic index. So you really have to weigh it out with how is your health overall. And that's what I always mean by total wellness of mind and body. We need to be balanced across the board, and we need to balance our vitamins from our food as well as our supplementation and not go overboard with one or the other. So we want to get enough magnesium and potassium. We want to maintain normal blood pressure, transporting nutrients from one cell to another, keeping healthy nerve and muscle functioning. Avocados, pomegranates, beets, all of these. Dried apricots are so good, and now watermelon as well. Some type of squash, summer squash will help. So eat balanced meals. Drink enough water so you are staying hydrated, but don't drink gallons of water so you are depleting yourself of electrolytes. If you tend to drink Too little water, increase it. If you tend to drink too much water, add electrolytes to your beverage. Or you can look at this type of product. ProBar makes these electrolytes that are really great for runners. I advise these for anyone going for half marathons, anyone exercising a lot outdoors, especially if they're sweating a lot more in the summer. This is going to give you electrolytes without the added dyes and chemicals. And they taste really good, and they come in different flavors. So that's one thing. Another thing is, many people will look at electrolyte drinks, but they have lots of sugars and they have lots of dyes and chemicals and toxins. And we must always reduce our toxicity to keep our nerves and our muscles functioning properly, as well as our brain cells and memory and focus. So there's a company called Kids Love. It's not just for kids. I recommend this for adults as well. It's a pure drink that has stevia, and they add the electrolytes. It comes in coconut flavor, it comes in peach and orange, and it comes in mango. So choose whatever you like, shake it up, drink it down. You've got your electrolytes without the added dyes and without all the sugar, because it uses stevia. And by now, I hope you know I'm a fan of stevia. Another thing is, if you really get a lot of leg cramping, look to take a vitamin B complex. Obviously, always check with your medical practitioner. This is empowering educational information, but you have to check with your practitioner. In addition, what are your vitamin D levels? Because did you know that there is a correlation with vitamin D and the repairing of your nerves? And if you take too much vitamin D, it can speed up nerve repair so fast that you could get this cramping. If you have too little vitamin D, it's going to be a problem as well. So if you go for an annual blood test, always check your vitamin D, because not only is it important for your immune system, it's so important for making sure it doesn't trigger any leg cramping, since it does neural repair. If you do get cramps in your lower leg or foot, do a standing calf stretch. If the cramp is in the upper leg, then do some type of hamstring stretch. It would be very beneficial before you go out in the morning, before you exercise, when you come back, and before you go to bed, to do some simple stretching. You could meditate as well, going to the total wellness of your body and your mind, and keep a positive mindset. So just wanted to let you know that the stretching does reduce the spasms by over 59%. So here it is. You've got things to drink, electrolytes to take, certain foods to add, and if you do still get those leg cramps, jump in a bathtub with Epsom salt. That will really put magnesium and sulfur into your body. It's very soothing. If you're getting them and you're doing all these things and they're not going away, obviously go see your medical practitioner to see if there's an underlying cause, or if there's a medication that you're taking or a supplement you need that's going to get your body in balance. That's why I always recommend functional medicine testing, so you know how your body is operating, where the imbalances are, where's the overgrowth, where's the deficiency. Instead of guessing, find out. So you could reach total wellness of mind and body. You're here for a purpose, and you've got to feel amazing to go do it. Remember, your health is worth it because you are worth it. Bye now.